Let's quickly talk about Liberty Tax Online. And this is a review. This is an in-depth review. So here's a presentation I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Liberty Tax, what should you think about? Well, it is a brick-and-mortar tax preparation service with a white-labeled online tax filing tool. And this is kind of similar to H&R Block or even Jackson Hewitt, okay? And so its online presence is powered by Drake Software, which owns and operates 1040.com. And so basically, if you are interested in Liberty Tax Online, you will love this review because I'll break down for you the pros and cons, the features, the pricing, everything. So when we talk about Liberty Tax, you have to understand that you are able to file your taxes online, but also if you need help, you can reach out to a virtual tax pro to really check something. There might be an extra charge for it. And so there is a higher price point than most other tax software options in our view. So basically, as a user, you can enter your crypto trades using Liberty Tax Online, but the process is really cumbersome. So if you have crypto investments, it's just better to go with TurboTax or H&R Block, okay? Because with Liberty Tax, it's really cumbersome. So what are the specs when it comes to Liberty Tax? Well, you can import competitors' returns. All major IRS forms and schedules are covered, and you have a comprehensive navigational outline, not a problem. And the cool thing is that Liberty Taxes has been in the tax preparation business since 1997. So it's been a while now. And the company currently has more than 2,500 to 3,000 brick and mortar locations throughout the US and Canada. And so similar to H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt, as I just told you, it offers online DIY tax software with the option to obtain additional support and guidance from its financial professionals. And this is kind of cool. And so what we love about the Liberty Tax Online is that they're constantly updating their platform. So we love that a lot. And during tax season, they are available some of the customer services reps are available 24/7. So this is really cool. And they tend to be they tend to answer really fast, especially starting in March. They are ready around the clock and they will answer all your questions. And this is really fantastic. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let me give you an in-depth review of Liberty Tax here. So what are the pros and cons of this software tool? Let's first start with the pros. You have access to a tax professional with all planes. Here is a tool that offers informational audit support with all planes. You can meet with a tax professional in person if desired. This is kind of cool. It is free to double check. So if you take your tax return to one of more than 3,000 participating locations, a tax professional will review it for you for free. You have in-person assistance. So if you get stuck during the filing process, Liberty Online can transfer all of your forms and information to a Liberty Tax office where a professional can help you complete the filing process. You have simple, hassle-free software, so Liberty can actually import past returns to make filing easier, and the software will ask you questions to help you complete your tax forms. Fantastic. What about, you also have multiple guarantees, so Liberty Tax Online promises that if a side-by-side comparison of your return with another online service shows that they didn't get you the biggest tax refund, you will get your filing prep fees back. So this is kind of cool. So the pages load quickly. They cover self-employment topics, which is really a biggie for us. You have a good review process and excellent mobile access. Well, what about the cons here? There is no free plan right now. The basic plan covers very limited situations, okay? And so basically, state tax returns are expensive. You have to pay somewhere from $35 to $50 for each state tax that you file. And so it's one of those things where on some forums on the internet, you have poor service reviews, and we have heard that with the tool you have substandard user experience. Sometimes the help content is weak. You have little context-sensitive help and some atypical navigation. So it's one of those things where basically Liberty Tax has to work on its UX and UI, its user interface, in terms of helping users really navigate more seamlessly. And we've heard that they actually they're currently revamping the user interface. So hopefully by the next time you file your taxes, they'll give you a clean cut sort of interface, and you should be able to file taxes no problem. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Liberty Tax. This is a Liberty Tax review. Let's talk about the setup here. So how does Liberty Tax Online work? So the thing is that Liberty Tax Online provides tax preparation for both personal and business returns. So they often offer Hispanic services to those who speak Spanish. This is really cool. We love that. And so you have in-person and online services. So one of the biggest advantages of this software/platform is the ability to either file your return online using Liberty Tax Online preparation software, or taking advantage of the thousands of tax preparation locations the company has all over the country. You can even purchase an online tax preparation plan, then switch over to an in-person preparation if you reach a point where you don't feel like you can go any further. And so again, this is a company that's been around since 1997, so they have experience. They're based in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and they currently operate 3,500 to 4,000 offices throughout the U.S. and Canada. And so this is kind of cool. You have a free sign up, so you don't have to pay for anything. And there is also so basically when it comes to the free version of it, it's not really free. Okay, so basically they don't have a free filing option. All users pay for both state and federal filing, but if you can start filing for free to get a feel of for the software and not pay until you file. If you're looking for a free, like a tax preparation software, go with Cash App Taxes, or you can go with the more limited versions of H&R Block or TurboTax. Those they don't charge you anything federal, but your income has to be below a certain threshold, and you cannot itemize your deductions. You got to take the standard deduction. So if you have the standard deduction and you're basically taking very basic deductions such as let's say student loan interest, then you can qualify for the free version of those software tools. But when we talk about Liberty Tax Online, they do not have a free pricing tier. And one last thing I want to say on this subject before I move is that you do not have there are no promos or discounts during tax season. No. Let's talk about pricing here. So when you think about Liberty Tax Online plans, you have actually 3 different versions. You have basic, deluxe, and premium, right? It's important to know that Liberty Tax does not offer a free plan. I just said that, but I just wanted to reiterate because some viewers have told us, hey, listen, I like to file for free using Liberty Tax. No, they don't have that. And so with Liberty Tax, you have a basic package, the deluxe package, and the premium package. So basic package, expect to pay anywhere from $55 to $65 for federal and $35 to $50 for state. For the deluxe package, expect to pay anywhere from $75 to $90 for federal and $35 to $50 for state. For the premium package, expect to pay somewhere from $95 to $110 for federal and $35 to $50 for state. So all plans offer both the ability to talk to a tax expert and audit support. Okay, and so access to a tax expert means you can get your tax questions answered, and you can even meet in person with a tax expert at your local Liberty Tax office. And for audit support, if you filed your taxes in person, someone from your local office will accompany you to the audit and offer assistance. And if you file online, you'll get correspondence assistance only, which means you can call and ask questions about your letters, any letters that you received, but they will not accompany you in person to the audit. And you also have the Liberty Tax Online Basic. So this is actually for very, very, very basic, very simple tax returns. So if you have kids and want to itemize your deductions, this is not the plan for you. Okay, I think the price is like $55 to $75. So this is for you have standard. If you have the basic plan, you can only have a standard deduction, taxable income less than $100,000, interest under $1,500, W-2 and unemployment income, taxable scholarships, earned income credit. For Liberty Tax Online Deluxe, you have taxable income of less than $100,000, dependents, itemized deductions, retirement savings, investment gains or losses, child care, and education tax breaks. For the online premium, you have taxable income over 100 grand, everything covered in the deluxe plan, self-employment income, business deductions, income from rental real estate, capital gains and losses, profit and losses, S corporations, other income, credits and deductions, the whole 9 yards. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Liberty Tax. This is an in-depth review of the tool. Let me talk to you about the features you need to really pay attention to as you actually navigate Liberty Tax. So basically, you have features as varied as free chat and email support. So you can access customer support with the free chat tool. You have free text support. If you need, let's say, if you need help after hours, you can send an email to the customer support team. So they'll answer your question within 72 hours. So it seems the time delay defeats the purpose of being able to make contact after hours. So it might be easier in our view and quicker to wait until the next business day and use the free chat support. You also have prior year return access. So if you filed your tax return through Liberty Tax Online the previous year, it can be imported into this year with just a click. You have competitor import. So even if you didn't do your taxes with Liberty Tax Online last year, you can still import the previous year's return from the competitor with just a click. You have a W-2 download. You can import your W-2 from many employers quickly. You have credit maximizer. So Liberty Tax Online reviews your return for hundreds of credits and deductions, helping you to get the biggest refund possible. You have tax return amendments. So if you have to amend your tax return, you can file the amended return for free. You have 360-degree support, so you can get help from a Liberty Tax professional with multi-channel access. You can use a live chat, email, social media, or in person at thousands of company locations. You have audit assistance, so Liberty Tax professionals will advise you on any potential audits or inquiries coming from either the IRS or your state Department of Revenue. You have a seamless online to office translation, so that's kind of cool. We love that a lot. So if you reach a point, as I told you, basically, if you don't believe you can go any further doing your taxes on your own, your information can be transferred to one of the 3,500 to 4,000 conveniently located Liberty Tax offices. This is really cool. And you also have a free double check at participating Liberty Tax locations. So a Liberty Tax expert will review your return free of charge. And this can be done at a participating office location. So what are the extras here? So when you think about Liberty Tax, basically you have a tax organizer, you have a tax calculator, you have a mileage log and calculator. This is really cool. You have W-4 withholding calculator. Where's my refund? Let's quickly talk about those. Tax organizer. So to help you prepare to file your tax return and to be as accurate as possible, what Liberty Tax does is that it really offers this organizer to help you get your information together. And the cool thing is that it will really help you assemble all the information you need to accurately complete your tax return. So think of it as your checklist, okay? And so Liberty Tax also has a task calculator. So this tool offers a dry run on your tax return. By inputting information on a few computer screens, you will get an estimate of your tax liability or refund. It will give you an opportunity to know what to expect even before you begin the formal preparation process. And you also have the mileage log and calculator. So if you have to track, let's say you have to track mileage for business purposes, you know what a tedious process this is, right? So, but with this tool, you can create a mileage log that will record your miles for business, charitable, medical, or moving purposes. You can even include business mileage reimbursement from your employer. You can either download a blank printable mileage log or fill in your miles on the calculator directly. So this is something to really be aware of. You also have a W-4 withholdings calculator. So if you've had to complete a W-4 form recently, then you know it's not a simple process. And then there are calculations that must be made, but only after you have made a series of sub calculations. and you can use this simple one-page calculator to do the number crunching for you. It will let you know exactly how much withholding you should claim. And you also have the Where's My Refund feature. Basically, Liberty Tax Online will help you track your refund by directing you to the IRS Where's My Refund page. There you can get information about your federal tax refund beginning 72 hours after the IRS acknowledges receipt of your return. So this is kind of cool. You can enter your social security number, filing status, and the exact dollar amount of your expected refund, and the tool will let you know when your refund has been sent or deposited by the IRS. So this is kind of cool. So what is the verdict here? What do we actually recommend Liberty Tax? Yes, definitely. Is the tool worth it? Yes. The only thing is that Liberty Tax has high prices and offers little in return in our view though. Because first of all, they are charging you, so there's no free version. So they're charging you. The tool itself is solid, but you got to really think about your budget. If your budget allows you to actually, really go through it, go ahead. It is safe. It's been around since 1997, so basically it is a solid tool. Now, instead of going with this option, you first want to check out the best tax software for your situation. We actually just released a comprehensive review for each situation before, so just do it. But overall, the tool itself is really fine. In terms of navigation, fine, not a problem. In terms of ease of use, fine, not a problem. In terms of features and options, this part could be improved though, but hey, listen, it is still decent. Why not? So basically, this is effective tax software that comes with multiple levels of support, and so it's one of those things where you have a guided interface that works well with simple filing situations. If you can work with a virtual tax pro, if you like that, you will love Liberty Tax. It's really easy to transition to in-person filing because of the brick and mortar locations that they have, kind of similar to H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. But you have to understand that there may be, in our view, more user-friendly options out there. It's also very difficult to accurately enter trades and rental income. There are no section summaries, and so there are high prices for mid-tier features in our view. So who is Liberty Tax Online good for? Well, those looking for an all-around good tax software, those looking for a mix of in-person and online help. And who is not Liberty Tax Online good for? Well, those looking for free filing, those susceptible to audits. So if you're in that category, then you really would not like that. So what are the rivals here? So you have H&R Block, of course. You also have TurboTax. You have a lot of them. You have Tax Act, Tax Layer, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much for your attention. Really appreciate it. To this conversation, I was giving you quickly a Liberty Tax review. So I gave you the presentation, the review, the setup, the pricing, the features, the extras, the verdict, and now the rivals. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.